name is Robert Allen Johnson II. Happy to be here tonight. I'm a stripper. Yeah, I know you guys would like that. It's actually true, but I only strip for Bavarians because they deserve to suffer. And I don't do regular burlesque. For Bavarians, I do burlesque. Now, it's funny, the Bavarians that actually laughed or groaned at that joke, I know where the fuck all of you are. Because you can come into a room like this, you can be like, who's Bavarian? Nothing. Who's German? Nothing. Americans are like, woo, we're American, woo! You're like, shut up, nobody fucking asked. And the Bavarians are like, I'm not saying anything, ich will mein Privatsphäre. I won't tell you where I am, or who I am, or what I am. I won't even speak, oh wait, I'm talking fine. And you're like, yeah, I got you, Fritz. And you're like, fuck you, comedy guy! Right? Which is okay. I don't mind to fuck you now and then. I think that that's okay. I was, last time I came here to this particular stage, a little bit angry. I'm sorry, Bavarians. I might have been a little bit unfair to you. You know, the thing is that I normally don't like to make fun of Bayern or Bavarians because I like Bayern and I like Bavarians. Now I know you guys are like, how can you like us? We don't like us. I know that you guys are like that, and it's true. I actually do I like Bavarians very, very much, and I like Bayern because it doesn't make any fucking sense to live here just for the mountains and the churches and the hot international women and the high standard of living and all the rest of that shit. If you don't like the people that live in a place, you're fucked. Move back to New York. So, you know, you can applaud. I accept German applause. I take those. That's good. People who clapped on command. No, I know where the rest of the Germans are, so that's good. So yeah, like I was saying, I was a little bit mad, and the reason that I was a little bit angry the last time was because my Bavarian Frau, left me and our 3 children a few months back. So I've been really fucking busy and really grumpy and up to my elbows in baby shit. And no, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to be upset. I was already upset for you. Think of me as the Jesus of comedy. And at the end of the day, the good news is that she came back. She came back a couple weeks ago, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And so, cluff, cluff, cluff on the door, and she's standing there with a bag, and I'm like, I was a little surprised, so I looked French. So you get that look either when the doctor checks your prostate for the first time after you turn 45, or when you're born west of the Rhine. And so I'm looking at her and I'm like, okay, don't make any noises, the kids will hear you and then they'll come and set you on fire, so that's not good. And she's like, you're an asshole. Okay, she doesn't actually talk like that. She was like, you're an asshole. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, it's true. I'm from Texas. I was born that way. And she looked at me and she goes, but those people out there, they're fucking crazy! And I was like, huh? Where can I put this bag? And she had a bag, and I'm like, you can put it in your fucking apartment. And she was like, well, I want to come home. I'm like, your parents live over there. Yeah, I'll enjoy my schadenfreude people, because I did. And then she was like, well, do you want me to stand here and get on my knees? Do you want me to get on my knees so pinding? Do you want me to humiliate myself? And I was like, is that your question? Yes, yes, yes. I want you to say the following sentence. Ich bin Rabenmutter. And she was like, this is the first thing you could ask a German woman to say. And I'm like, ich weiß. I'm assimilated. And she was like, ich bin Rabenmutter. And all the neighbors who'd been listening to this, because this was in the hallway, were like, ja, wir wissen es schon. Also, ja, bitte. Sie soll sich entschuldigen, ja? Die Kinder weinen Tag und Nacht. Du Schlampe. And I was like, vielen Dank, Frau Novotny. And then, ich bin Rabenmutter. Ich bin Rabenmutter. Es tut mir sehr, sehr leid. And I was like, that's my girl. Right? And so then she came back, and then like a week later, I'm sitting in the house, and the oldest daughter, who's just approaching puberty, is like screaming at her. It doesn't matter what she said, because she's 10 years old, and who gives a fuck what she said? Right? So she's like, and her mother's like, and the baby's got its diaper off, and it's crawling and pooping at the same time, and the middle kid is just going, and I was just like, jetzt alles in Ordnung. So, I'd like to apologize to the Bavarians that I might have called a few names the last time I was on stage. I was a little bit upset. And Mel gave me a warning tonight. He was like, now listen, Robert. You know, last time you were a bit angry. And, well, you know, making fun of the Germans is okay as long as you do it with a light touch. If you're light, you know, Robert, you just need to come back and you need to go back to your roots and be a little bit light and funny and fluffy. Light and fluffy. And I looked at him and I said, Mel, do you see anything light and fluffy here? You guys like your potatoes in Ireland, brother, but there's a difference between a souffle and a knödel. I'm a knödel. I'm chewy, I'm delicious, I have no taste, and I go good with sauce. I am not a motherfucking souffle. And he was like, souffle? And I was like... So that was that, yeah? So Matt told me to keep it light. I'm trying to keep it light. I have to admit that I am a little bit dark. I have a bit of a dark sense of humor. I'm the official comedian of the Galactic Empire. I've won the award the last 3 years in a row. Death Star, once blown up, never forgotten. And yeah, Ewoks, they taste fantastic. And look, people are actually laughing at this. I'm so fucking happy, you know, because Star Wars sucks now. So you know, it's not like they took all the characters that we loved for the last 30 years and wanted to see and just fucking killed them, and poorly. You know, it's not like I don't mind Princess Leia using the Force. That was cool. The idea of Princess Leia using the Force is good, but they had to make it look like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, while she was in a fucking ballroom gown and looking like she was made of plastic, and then she flew across space. And if you like watch this shit in the 70s like I did, you're like, what? What are you doing? And Ryan Johnson's like, well, I'm just trying to reverse expectations. I want to bring a bit of magic back to the fucking theater. I'm like, magic? I can show you magic. It involves fucking taking a €100 bill out of a fucking tomato, you asshole. That was not fucking magic, right? Don't get me wrong. As a comic and everything else, I don't have any kind of problem with political correctness, and I have no problem with justice at all. I like justice. I love the idea of the fact that I used to live in Texas, where if you cross the street on a red light, they kill you. Steal from Walmart, they fucking kill you. Born black, they kill you. And you come here, and one of the first things that they say in the Grundgesetz is like, yeah, it's a Grundgesetz. We started it to be a basic thing we'd replace later, but fuck it, it's good enough for now. And yeah, it says the Wurde des Menschen ist on the Taskbar, right? And when you don't speak German, you're like, it's on the taskbar. I can't fucking find the start button. Where the fuck is the taskbar, right? And they're like, no, on taskbar, everybody gets that human dignity. And you're like, what the fuck does that mean? They're like, well, we let you live. And you're like, thanks! And you're allowed to actually have human dignity, whereas in the United States, if the cop's like, he was twitching, shot him in the face. And you're like, why'd you shoot him in the face? I can't see anything else. And you're like, okay, all right, okay, please don't shoot me in the face. And the German cop's like, well, I could shoot you in the face from 300 yards, but I won't. And you're like, why? And you're like, the voters mentioned some taskbar. And PoliceSniper.exe just crashed. And you're like, was that a joke? Yeah, it was a fucking joke. And you're like, that was really good. I shit in my pants, but that was really funny. He's like, yeah, that's good. So obviously I'm a bit dark, but I'm interested in PC, and I like the idea of comedy getting a little bit politically correct. But this evening I heard the phrase, white Germans. Yeah, because only white Germans get the apartments. And I was like, are there any other kind? Right? Now keep in mind, hold on, wait a minute. My mom came to Germany in 1958 as a guest worker from Greece, right? And I have Greek family that live here, and I have Greek family that live in St. Gallen, and none of them would ever fucking tell you, even though they have German citizenship, that they're German. They would say, I'm Greek. And you're like, yes, you are. You're very Greek. You're short, you're dark, you're mean, you're Greek. Right? And then we'd be like, yes, I'm Greek. It's difficult. And you're like, okay, so you're not German. No, I would never say I'm German. They're like, no. You're like, this is my cousin Dimitri's German. Wait a minute. I live here, I vote here, I give all my taxes here, I go to school here, my children will be born here, but I'm Greek. And you can take Greek. Thank you. Okay, that's true. I didn't hear the first one. You could take Greek and you could replace that with any of the other people who live here who aren't ethnically Germans, and they would say exactly the same thing. So, white Germans? Yeah, I'm sorry. If you guys want to adopt the whole Americans feeling guilty about everything, don't. It's really complicated, and it's a pain in the ass, and you shouldn't do that. Also, Mel was talking about the wage gap and the Marine officer who was in here before. Interesting point. You leave the Air Force, become a pilot. Leave the Army, you could become a logistics specialist. Leave the United States Navy, you could be a computer technician. Leave the Marines, Uber driver, right? Now, perhaps this is a bit unfair of me coming from a Navy perspective, but the way that we used to punish the Marines when I was younger was we just took away their crayons, and that worked really well. So, but when we talk about PC, keep in mind the military designation for a Marine Corps machine gunner is 0331. The reason that you don't have a whole lot of smart people volunteering to be the machine gunner in the Marine Corps is because the fucking machine gun's really heavy. And that ties into the wage gap, because in 2015 they told the Marines, okay, we want you to take the women. And they asked the Marine women, they said, Marine women, who wants to be a machine gunner now? And the Marine women were like, how long do they live on the battlefield? 7 seconds. 7 seconds. How much does a machine gun weigh? And the Marine women were like, hold on, wait a second. Go fuck yourself! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. 45 pounds minus the ammunition.